Remember that time when you had an amazing idea at work, and just as you opened your mouth to share it, a coworker talked right over you? Or maybe it was that family gathering where it felt like no one would take you seriously, even on topics that you know a lot about. Um, I feel the frustration just thinking about it. We're diving into communication strategies to get you heard, respected, and acknowledged. This means assertive communication without aggression, countering age bias, and using your voice and presence to command a room. Hey, friend, ever feel like those old fashioned ideas about aging just don't fit you? If you're ready to own this incredible chapter with grace, style, and a touch of sass, this is your space. Welcome to the Aging with Grace and Style podcast. I'm Valerie Hatcher, and I'm here with empowering tips, inspiring stories, and a whole lot of fun just for us, women over 50. So grab your favorite beverage, turn up the volume, and let's get started. Communication isn't just about what you say, it's about whether they let you say it at all. Ageism, subtle sexism, sometimes it feels like we have to fight to be heard. Today, we're taking back our power. Let's be honest. As women, we're often raised to be nice, to not make waves, to always be agreeable. And sometimes that translates into not speaking up when we should or letting others walk all over us. Well, let's be done with that nonsense. Being assertive is not the same as being aggressive, and it's key to making your voice count. Think about the difference between these communication styles in action. Here's a common scenario: you deserve a raise, but you're worried about asking your boss. So then there's the passive communication style, which would be mumbling, avoiding eye contact, something like, well, maybe if there's extra money in the budget sometime. And then there's the assertive communication style, which is confident and clear, which would be something like, I've consistently exceeded expectations in my role, and I've taken on additional responsibilities. I'd like to discuss a raise and reflect my contributions. Then lastly, there's the aggressive communication style, which is shouting and an accusatory tone. I deserve a raise. You're lucky to have me. And if I don't get one, I'm walking out the door. As you can see, the assertive approach gets your point across directly and professionally. It shows you value yourself and your work. I statements shift the dynamic and focus on your needs. I feel, I need, I propose. Unfortunately, even in 2024, ageism is a real thing, and women over 50 can encounter it in both subtle and not so subtle ways. From those dismissive comments about not understanding new technology to being passed over for opportunities. It's frustrating, it's unfair, and it often impacts us both professionally and in our personal lives. Think about being ignored for challenging projects at work because there's an assumption that you'll be retiring soon anyway, or not being considered for that leadership role on a volunteer board because they think you won't connect with the younger crowd. Those assumptions are insulting and outdated. Now, we could spend all day complaining about it, but that won't change much. What I want is to give you are some strategies. Our age can be a source of wisdom, expertise, and an unmatched perspective. So let's make sure that we're always highlighting our value. So let's tackle those specific situations that I just mentioned. If you're passed over for a project, try this. I'm surprised I wasn't considered for the project. I have extensive experience in this area, and I'm eager to contribute. This directly challenges the ageist assumption without being confrontational. Or for those volunteer situations, try. I notice the focus is on engaging younger participants. I believe my knowledge of this area would be valuable in the outreach process. This positions your experience as an asset, not proof of being out of touch. If you followed my podcast, particularly last week's episode, you know I talk about how presence isn't about how you look, it's about how you carry yourself and how you use your voice. But it's shocking how often we overlook these powerful tools. Think about someone that you view as confident. It's probably not just what they say, but how they say it. Good posture, a steady gaze, a voice that carries without being loud. Those things project authority and self assurance before you even open your mouth. Unfortunately, the opposite is also true. Fidgeting, slumped shoulders, or a voice that gets too soft at the end of sentences, those nonverbal cues can accidentally undermine your message, making you seem less certain or capable. But wait, there's something even more fundamental than posture or your voice, and that's being prepared. When you've thought through what you want to say and you have your main points clear in your mind, that confidence naturally comes through in both your verbal and your nonverbal communication. Now, I know it's not always possible to fully rehearse before a big meeting or conversation, but even jotting down a few key points that you want to hit or practicing opening statements out loud, it makes a huge difference. Remember, communication is not a passive act. Own your voice, own your experience, and show them just how capable, how insightful, and how absolutely unstoppable you are. This week, your challenge is to pay attention to your own communication style. Is there an area where you can be more assertive? Is there a situation where a powerful reframe could change the game? Even just a small tweak to your posture or your voice can make a big impact. We've only just scratched the surface of this topic. Being a powerful communicator helps you succeed in every area of life. Until next time, keep speaking your truth, keep seeking understanding, and keep shining your light. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you're feeling inspired and ready to own your awesomeness. I love sharing this space with you. And if you loved today's episode, do me a favor. Share it with a friend who could use some extra inspiration. A quick rating and review really helps too. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. Let's keep this conversation going. Head over to pod.agingwithgraceandstyle.com to sign up for my newsletter. Until next time, keep shining with grace, style, and a whole lot of sass.